Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Psychic Connection and Whispers from the Forest with Squirrel. I'm Squirrel, and I'll be your host this hour, and I'm so excited to be here. This is like my favorite time of the week when I get to spend time with you guys and just feel you and be around you and answer questions and hopefully help you as much as I can. If you'd like a free 2-minute reading, just post your question in the comments below or to the side, whichever platform you're using, and that will automatically get you on the free question list. And if you'd like to make a donation for a longer reading, a more in-depth reading, or just because you want to show your appreciation for us, do post your question before you make your donation as well, so we don't have to wait for that question to come in, because we want to get to everybody that we can tonight and make sure everybody. Shakti with the squirrels and the hearts, thank you. I love you, Shakti. And my friend Justin said hello, Justin. So the donation link will be in the comments, so if you guys want to do that, feel free. But meanwhile, just post your questions for those free 2 minutes. And you guys, for every donation that we have this month, we'll be donating $1 to the Black Lives Matters Foundation. And I love that we started that with Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. And I do want to say that so much of our voice, so much of our history, all of our history here in the United States and even in other countries has been silenced or pushed under the rug and told with the white man's voice. And there's so much we don't know. This is the best opportunity to go and find out what the Black community has contributed to our world, to our comfort, to our progression as the human race. Please take the time to engage in Black History Month, because it's beautiful and it's powerful, and too much of it is hidden. And I'd like to share some of my history with you. And I do believe there are so many historical people that need to be brought forward, and we'll be telling y'all stories throughout the month. But I have a personal story. There was a lady, I think she's one of my first memories. I had to be between 3 and 7 at the time that I knew her, from 3 to 7. And her name, I called her Miss Alice, and she is not in the historical annals. She is not a historical figure, but she is one of my high priestesses. And let me tell you about her. I was about 3 when we moved to Georgia. We were in the military, and I was very, very fortunate that my family was part of the struggle, my mom and my dad, to make sure that everybody had rights, that Black people had rights too. And so my family was not my mom and my dad. Previous to that, there's some skeevy characters in my history, but my mom and my dad were very open and loving to everybody. And when we moved to Georgia, being in the military, it was a mix of people, all different colors, and there was never any they're different or they're bad because they're not the same as us. None of that. But being 3 years old, I had a lot of questions. Of course, I noticed differences. And there was this beautiful woman named Miss Alice. She was a Black lady. And every time I asked a question, my mom would cringe, like, really? Really, boo? You really said that? And Miss Alice would kiss me and she'd laugh and she'd pull me into her lap and she would tell me why. why we're different and how we're different, but how we are still the same and how much she loved me. And she opened up the whole world to me. She let me know that it was communication. It was the ability to ask each other questions. Why do you do it that way? Or why is your culture different? Or hey, how does that work? It's communication that brings us together, not sweeping it under the rug. So, Miss Alice, wherever you are, my high priestess, my first high priestess, I love you and I am grateful to you. And thank you for at such an early age introducing me to Black history and to world history. She was beautiful. And I still, to this day, love that woman. So, y'all, happy Black History Month. And communicate, ask each other questions because there's so much we can learn from each other instead of acting like nothing's there. Okay. All right. So with that, and that counts towards everything too. Every relationship. But it really, really matters here because we will not move forward as a human race until we embrace our true history. So, all right. Who do we have first? Audrey. Hi, Audrey. Audrey says, hi. Did my daughter's father, Sonny, only ask for her this weekend because he knows it's tax time? He's never asked for a whole weekend before. And prior to your advice, I'm definitely not sharing it. Good for you. Good for you. There's no reason for you to. But let's see. Did he ask for her for the whole weekend for the first time for ulterior motives? Excuse me. Actually, I don't believe he did. Audrey, thank you for the hearts. Y'all be sure to show me some hearts and some love. It makes me happy. So actually, Audrey, I think he's really realizing how much he's lost by not having the relationship with your daughter. He's feeling isolated and very, very alone. And he's actually seeing that it's because of him, not because of you. And he's trying to move forward to take new action to be a new man. That said, it's not going to happen overnight. I see a very volatile man here, but he's going to be trying. The thing with this is you've got to keep an eye on him. You've got to make sure that that volatility does not come through when he's with your daughter because he is truly feeling it. But and I think you not sharing the taxes with him somehow opened his eyes. She said, "Good, jerk off." LOL. Yeah, he should feel that. He should feel that. But he's not going to become a better man overnight. So make sure that you talk to your daughter and find out everything that happens while she's there so that she's not being subjected to that abuse because I know you want to give him. Keep an eye on it. She said, I don't know him to be volatile, abusive, verbally, like explosions. Is like, there's a lot underneath the surface that just makes him toxic to be around. Okay? So he is trying though. All right, everybody. Some people, you guys, you already heard, you know, little bit speech therapy, please. You've all heard the phrase, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but people can change. They can change. They can come to that realization of, wow, I've been wrong all this time. The problem is when they try to change, people expect them to change overnight and become this wonderful person. And that we've all had things that we've had to change in our lives. Change is hard. So we need to give each other the chance. if it's a genuine need, and the support, but not enable it when they slide back to old behavior. And this is really big in life for ourselves and for the people that are part of our lives. So, all right, you guys. So, this is the last show of tonight, but the first show of tomorrow, because it's still tonight for me because I haven't slept yet. It'll be tomorrow when I wake up. I'm so confused. But if you're already in Thursday, to wait, yeah, okay, let's just not go there. Thursday, we have 3 great shows lined up for you. I'm so confused. We've got Destiny K at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. God, I love our Destiny K. We've got Journey Ryan live with a special guest star at 10 p.m. And yes, that is a phenomenal show. Always, always a good show with Journey. And then we have Cassidy the Card Slinger at 11 p.m. Eastern. And you guys, if you haven't seen her yet, be sure to check her out. And then Friday, we have Journey and Friends. Yay! That is always a good time. We just have jokes, we have games, we have readings, and you can tell no matter who the lineup is, what psychics are there, that we are genuinely having a good time with each other and just really enjoy being with y'all and being with each other. So be sure to check it out, okay? And wow, these frogs need to stay out of my throat, don't they? But on that note, I think I got rid of the frogs, so let's see who's next. We got Sabrina. Hi, Sabrina. She says, do you see me moving out of my home? If yes, when? All right. Let's check this out, Sabrina. Nope. Nope. No. Very strong no. Sorry, don't mean to be. I went, oh, mama hen on you. You ain't going nowhere. Not right now. Okay? And there's a reason for that. You're being pushed out. And that's your home. That's your world. There's no reason to have anybody else push you out, stubborn or not. I think that you're thinking about leaving because you're going counter intuition. Be still, Sabrina. Be still, breathe. She said, I just want a way out. He will follow you if you do that. Be still. Take some time to breathe. All the inner information that the universe is trying to give to you right now, you're in that state of panic, honey, and I understand that state of panic. And you're not receiving any of the information that's coming into you from the universe around you. Now, listen here. Things are going to change for the better. This is the Wheel of Fortune upright. Things will change for the better. But right now, I need you to be a little bit stubborn and start being still. Start trying to breathe. I don't know if you know how to meditate, but it doesn't have to be just sitting still. It can be daydreaming. You can manifest through daydreams of what you want to happen. But take some time, daydream of what you want moving forward. And while you're daydreaming, pay attention. Afterward, take notes and start making it happen. Right now, you're too overwhelmed to make decisions. You guys, you all know how we get that panic when we're in a situation, and we have every single last one of us felt this kind of panic to where we do whatever comes to our brain to get out of a situation, or, oh my God, how many times have all of us taken a job that we hated and knew we would hate just so we could have money to put food on the table? She says, I understand. I'm feeling very cloudy at the moment. I'll do what I can to meditate and stand my ground. Yes, yes. And once you meditate, it may come that leaving then is an option, but right now it's it's a total flustercluck in your head. Get some grounding done before you make any decisions. Because what happens, you guys, is when we make those decisions just to get out of a situation, we're stuck with those decisions, whether they were good or bad. And we can only make those big decisions when we can breathe. Okay? That's for everything. All right. I hope that helps you, Sabrina, honey. I do love you. And I hope that other people could take a message from that as well. I know when it feels like we just want to take action to change things, but it's best to take that action when we can see clearly. And hopefully being here can help some of you see clearly. Who do we have next? Celtic Dragon. Hey, sweetie, I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing all right. Celtic asks, was finding the tarot deck named after my name, so the Celtic Dragon Tarot, a sign from the universe to me? I will lay the cards, but I would like to say that when you are becoming spiritual or growing your spirituality, there are signs everywhere. And yes, the universe has an amazing sense of humor and amazing sense of wonder that it will instill in you while you're growing. And when you start seeing all these little synchronicities and sometimes going, holy crap, I just thought of that. And there it is. Am I going crazy? No, you're not going crazy. There are so many signs. The universe is talking to us every second of every day. And when we finally start hearing it, it's like, yes! And it starts just throwing stuff at us. So let's take a look at the cards and see, what is the sign? All right. It's telling you that you're moving too fast, that you're trying too hard to come into who you're supposed to be, that you're so desperately wanting this spiritual awakening. And yes, it is happening. Tower can definitely signify a spiritual awakening, but it's saying you're hopping around. Things are moving too fast. You're hopping around. You're not giving anything the time that it deserves for you to be able to come into that power. So take your time. Stop trying so hard to force it. This could be a very big sign that focus on the tarot right now. Find out what it means to you. Do some research on the symbolism, because your name and that deck is a symbol to you. It means something to you. So that was saying, take your time. All right. And that happens to a lot of us, especially when we're trying to get out of bad situations ourselves. And we're we're just looking for that one thing. It's like that instant gratification mindset that the world has given all of us with this age of things at your doorstep in a day or two. You know, we expect that we're supposed to be the best at something the moment that we hear about it, and when we're not, we wonder why. And a lot of times we're going to look at things and realize, okay, I don't have a gift for this, or hey, I really do have a gift for this, and dig deeper instead of going to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Find out, truly find out what works for you and what doesn't. And It'll be all right. The universe is always talking to us. Always. So, and no, I'm not going to keep talking and talking about that. You guys are like, all right, squirrel, give us the next question. Who do we have next? Colleen. Hi, Colleen. It's good to see you. Colleen says, where is my son currently at in his journey to realizing he wants to move to be with me? Excellent, excellent, well worded question. Where is Colleen's son currently at in realizing he wants to move to be with you? Okay. Currently, he's still hoping that you will come back to where he's at. He's still holding on to that hope. He does not feel that he would have the strength to leave the people behind him, that he would have to justify leaving everybody else behind. He's not quite there yet. So be patient with him. Definitely encourage him to spend time with the people he's with and just be you, because he is starting to weaken, but he's still really holding on to that hope that you'll come back to where everything is. And he's not ready to make that step. It is going to happen very slowly. It will be this year. I do feel that. He's already feeling it. He wants to be with you, but he's coming to that decision slowly. And that's a good thing, because he's coming to that decision with maturity and not a child's immaturity. He's at the age where that maturity and that common sense is starting to work well. So allow him to come to this decision on his own terms, and he will get there. He's just not quite there yet. I very much hope that helped and made a lot of sense to you. Okay? Love you, Colleen. All right, you guys. So you notice I stopped on what shows were for the week on Friday. But I also need to tell you that on Monday we have Journey Ryan live. Definitely be there. He starts off the week with a bang. And then on Tuesdays, we have Destiny K, Divine Love and Light. And she really, truly is a calming, beautiful, wonderful soul. Colleen says, thank you, Squirrel. Yes, so helpful. You're welcome, Colleen. Thank you for letting me know. But Destiny K, did I say 7:30? I'm at 7 p.m. I'm getting 30s thrown in there at me. 7 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, we start all over again with Journey Ryan live at 10 p.m. And then Whispers from the Forest with me at midnight Eastern. I'm not even going to try to wrap my brain around that one again. So we have plenty of shows throughout the week. Please be patient with your questions, because we are trying to get to each and every one of you. But there are questions coming in from 8 different platforms, and we're streaming on over 180 of them now. How cool is that? But with all the platforms, with the questions coming in, we do have quite a few. And the people asking the questions might not be on the same platform as you. So we're taking them in order and we're making sure we're getting to them. But if you don't get seen tonight, be sure to come to the other shows, because all of the psychics that work here are really, really, they're handpicked by Journey. So you're gonna have a good show and a good read whichever show you're on. So be patient with us, all right? All right, who do we have next? All right, we have a mega reading. All right, thank you, Blanca. You guys, these mega readings, these donations, period, help us a great deal. They help us keep the show running. Um, a lot going on in the background besides just us here on the screen, but it does help us keep coming to you. And Blanca, thank you for that donation. She says, "Hi, Squirrel. Today I spoke on that guy that stood me up to one of his coworkers. I feel like it will backfire, but also asking if there might be someone else entering my life soon. Love reading." So, all right, we will address both of those. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, I read it as coworker. My brain just puts things not always in the right order, but it does put things in its own order. So, let's see if it's going to backfire. Talking to his coworker. Will it backfire? On him? Yes. But not on you. Seriously, you didn't do anything wrong. Okay? He stood you up. You have a right to say, "Wow, dick." But on his part, Blanca, it's like it's like he stole something from you. He stole something from you. And that's how people are going to see it. And it wasn't, something tangible, but it was your time. It was a measure of self confidence. It was so much that he stole from you. And that's going to get around and it's going to, oh man, this is an air card and the 7 of Swords, an air card. They're going to, that his coworker is going to tell another coworker, going to tell another coworker, and it's going to get around and they're going to think, what an asshole, right? And he's the one who did the faux pas. He's the one who stood you up. So it ain't gonna backfire on you. She says, "LOL, the guy said he wouldn't say anything, but well, I guess guys gossip too." Yes, yes, they do. And I don't think he'll say anything directly to the guy who stood you up, but he's gonna tell somebody, and they're gonna tell somebody, and it's gonna grow into this really brutal thing. And as far as you're concerned, you're gonna come up smelling like roses. It looks like this is almost like a legacy type rumor that's going around like, wow, he did that to her. She's beautiful. She's this, she's that. And I actually see, this is insane. I actually see other men piquing interest in you as far as, wow, I didn't know she was available. She never came across as available. Ooh, let me see what she's all about. Knowing she says, well, my deed is done. Yay, I can sleep now, right? No, it's gonna backfire on him. But it's also going to bring interest from other men that did not know you were available or want to see, what is this beautiful woman all about, right? So we'll read more on that. This is still on how will it, backfire. But honestly, he's going to go through some hell. He's going to go through some sleepless nights. He already feels like a heel about it to some extent, but not enough. And this, seeing how other people take what he did, it's going to weigh heavy on him. She says, LOL, oh wow, hey, I'm a boss. Hell yeah, you are. Oh my God, yeah, you are. So, but this is going to weigh on him heavy, and he is actually going to come out of it. This is a page, so this will be something new for him, but actually giving a damn about the consequences that his actions take, realizing that his actions have real emotional and physical consequences. I don't think he's ever really realized that before, because he can charm everybody into thinking, oh, yeah, it wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. Not this time. Not this time. So he's actually going to come out of this a better person, because they're going to think he's such an ass. So, yay, you. She says, LOL, yes, thank you, Jesus. He better do right to the next girl. Yeah, yeah, I think he will. But don't be the next girl, because, yeah, he lost that boat. Yeah, he the most beautiful ship on the sea, and it just sailed away because he was a dumbass, okay? Like, but yeah, he'll come out of it a better person, but he's going to have some serious embarrassment in there, and you're going to get some attention that you didn't expect. So, can I see that question one more time so that I can do that second part right? She said, LOL, no more chances over here, right? Yep, yep. I was like, but the next girl will thank you for training him properly, right? So, she says, also asking if there might be someone else entering my life soon. Love reading. Now, that first question I answered, that showed some interest coming in. Men wanting to know, like, oh yeah, she's available. Hey, bring in the next runner-ups. But let's see if it's one of those men. Let's see what kind of love will be coming into your life. And let's ask about real love. Because, man, you really got to date a lot of frogs before you find a prince. Just don't let any of them get stuck in your throat. And, oh, God, that just came out of my mouth. Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Let's ask about real love. I'm turning red. Oh, Jesus. Real love. Ooh, Blanca. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let me breathe, because, yeah, right now. Okay, bear with me, because we're going to go through a little story here. Okay. Right now, you are just, if anybody came into your life, you'd body slam them. Okay. You're still healing from losses, and you're really, really pissed that this guy stood you up. So anybody who comes in right now within, I'd say, I don't know, a month, he's going to meet this. Like, talk to the hand. She says, I hope it is so this guy can see, damn, this girl was amazing, and she bends in many ways. He totally lost out. But right now, you would tear a man up. They would come in confident, and you would just like, oh no, and just tear them down because you're pissed. You have a right to be pissed, but don't go on any dates until that piss offedness is at bay. Okay, so one thing, and I know we've talked about this before, but this keeps coming up. Um, Things can't go back to the way they were. And this is kind of like one of your personal demons, wanting things to be the way they were. And I know you know this on a logical level, but your heart is catching up to the logic. And this date, even though he's fucker idiot stood you up, excuse me, new frog. Um It gave you a lot of confidence back, even though it took some. It gave you that knowledge, like, oh, wow, I really am all that. but you're fluctuating back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. When you step into that, yeah, yeah, I'm hot, or yeah, I'm intelligent, because you are, or that, I got this. Until then, it's not a good idea. And she says, LOL. Yeah, yeah. But this demon, you're still comparing. You are still comparing. Um, Work on that. That's a hard thing to stop doing. And sometimes you're going to just do it. I mean, you're going to be like, and sometimes it might be for the better. Like, wow, he never did that. Robert never did that. This is nice. Or Robert would have never done that. What's wrong with you? Type of thing. That's gonna happen. But right now it's impeding you from really moving forward, but you are working on it. This is in reverse. It means you're working on it. This being upright means it's been a monkey on your back. It's hard. This is not easy. Okay? She says, "Yes, I know what you mean. I am comparing. You are working on it, though. And you will probably for the rest of your life compare to some degree or another. But if you tone it back and give somebody a chance to be himself, I do see new love coming into your life. I truly see this is the card for new love. Okay? And it's the water card. It's the Ace of Cups. So let me think of my seasons here. Summertime. Summertime. You are going to meet somebody who you're just smitten with and who is absolutely smitten with you. And you're going to have to let yourself trust him and not beat him over the head with a stick. Okay? Let yourself trust him and take it slowly. See how you connect on that emotional level. See how you connect on that intellectual level. See if he can be your friend. Because if you're going to spend the rest of your life with someone, which this has potential for, she says, wow, amazing. You want him to be your friend. Okay? Be friends with him before you bend in different directions. I don't know. It's okay to bend in different directions as long as you're still working on making friends, right? But this is so beautiful to me. This guy's intelligent, okay? Look at him. And I think that from what I'm seeing here, Knight of Swords, he is dark, not dark skinned. He's like coffee colored, that really beautiful coffee with creamer, like, oh yeah, I just want to eat him up type of color. Very light skinned, but coffee colored with perfect amount of cream in it. I do believe that he is slightly younger than you. Don't let that be an issue. Okay. Highly intelligent, brown eyes, definitely the brown eyes. He is going to open up to you and you're going to be able to talk to him like you've never been able to talk to anyone else. Trust that, Blanca. Trust that connection because he is going to connect with you on a heart level and an intellect level, head and heart. And if you move forward with him and don't compare and trust him, look at them eyes. Look, oh, this guy's genuine. He's taller than you. Definitely taller than you. He's tall. I got tall. Um, but he's too, I don't know. For you might like slender guys, but I like them a little fluffy. But he's very slender. He's very slender, but he's earnest, he's for real, he's beautiful. And if you give him a chance, this could be your forever guy. But you've got to give him a true fighting chance. He would give you everything. He's flipping beautiful. She says, "Oh, wow. Tall. Yes. Okay. I could cook. No. Yeah. Fatten him up. He's just too damn skinny. We got to, we, if you're going to be bending in all different directions, we need some cushion there." Oh my God, you guys, I am so sorry. I have no filter tonight. I don't know what's going on. So, Blanca, do you have any follow-up questions for me, or do you want to know anything else about him? Or she says, "Thank you so much, Squirrel. I loved my message." Okay, yeah, I did too. That was beautiful. Just be sure, honey, not to push him away and not to think this one's too good to be true. I'm seeing August, early August though, or no, late, no, I'm seeing July. And you'll be getting to know him more and more through August. And in August, you're going to realize, ooh, there could be something here. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for your donation, Blanca. It really does help us all out here at My Psychic Connection. All right, you guys. Whew, I'm all aflutter. Like, I need to watch that filter though. So who do we have next? We have a 3-minute reading. Thank you for your donation. Sabrina. Hi, Sabrina. Welcome back. All right. Sabrina asks, is there anything I need to be aware of with my ex until he leaves? Ooh, is he planning anything? Let me tell you something real quick. You are one intelligent girl. Woman, I should say. You're highly intelligent. But when he rattles you, that's what I mean by as intelligent as you are, you know you're rattled when you don't know which way to move. So do take that time to center because, honey, when you find your grounding, he ain't got a chance in hell. So is he planning anything? He is actually nothing like involving other people, but he wants to make you miserable. He wants to make sure that you don't get what you're after, that you don't get the life that you know you deserve. He is playing on your strength, making you feel weak, showing his dominance over you, almost like Vulcan mind control over here. I've never seen the strength card this way, but you see how she has her hand and she's directly putting her thoughts into that tiger's head. It's like he's trying to fill your head with crap or his own shit and making you weak. Know that. Know that. Remember, you are intelligent. When you hear it enough, you begin to believe it, and it saps your strength. It saps your will to hope. When you can break somebody's hope, when you can break their dream of freedom, then you've won. And that's what he's trying to do. And he does it in little insidious ways where sometimes you don't even realize what he's doing. And he's coming across like, I'm just trying to help you. But he's planting those seeds in your head that are pulling you down. Don't listen to anything he says. He is trying to show his dominance and to break you to his will to get what he wants. And It's part of that cycle of abuse, Sabrina. And when it's all you hear, when it's in your head constantly, it's hard to break away from that. But when he starts doing it, just, I'm not talking. Say, I am not talking to you right. I hope that helps. So it's nothing like, burning your furniture or anything like that, but it's still bad because it does affect you and it hurts you. So please stay strong and get that grounding, and you'll be able to pull through this. You will know that you are stronger than he lets you believe. All right, you guys. So we are just trekking along tonight. If you're just getting in and you haven't asked a question, all you got to do to ask a question is put your question down in the comments below or to the side. And Sabrina says, I understand. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's, build yourself up and don't believe the shit he's saying to you because he lies. Okay? So make sure that she says, I hope I can get through. You can. I know you can. I can feel your strength and intelligence. You can't right now, but I can. So keep being strong. Uh, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, just drop your question into the comment section below or to the side, depending on what platform you're on. And we will do our best to get to everybody here. All right. Who do we have next? All right, we've got another donation. Thank you, Audrey. Audrey asks, I don't know Sonny, my 5-year-old's dad, to be abusive by any means. So now I would like to know more about her safety. My other daughter's dad, Ed, is also trying to come back and he is abusive. I'm so confused, LOL. First off, right off the bat at Audrey, sometimes abuse is so under the surface that you don't even know what it's abuse. Think about it. He had you convinced that you owed him part of those taxes just because he exists. That is a quiet kind of abuse. The kind that gets in your head and you don't even know it's happening. Underneath the surface, he is angry. Angry. That was the King of Wands in reverse. And what was it Gigi called the King of Wands earlier tonight? Sir Dingaling? No, but in reverse, that's an explosion waiting to happen. And it may be anger at himself, but the fact that you can't even tell that some of the things that he's done, some of the things that he said have been harmful to you or taking away from you and your child, that's frightening. Okay? She says he's sneaky for sure. Yeah, honey, that's abusive. We just don't think it is because it's not so obvious and it doesn't leave bruises, but it does. But just nobody else can see them. It leaves scars. So think about some of the things. Think about the things that he might say to your daughter that you need to know about. He has shaken your confidence. He has done some really horrible things to you. But because Ed was so loud about it and so obvious about it, you're not seeing how bad it was with the other, with the youngest child's father. So let's see, what are some signs that you can look for with him? Okay. So, and He has a history of saying, but not doing. He's like one of those people who loves to make promises, but doesn't know how to follow through them. She says, I can stand up to Sonny. It took years with Ed. That's part of the reason you don't see it as an abuse, because Sonny's softer about it. But he makes those promises and then he doesn't follow through, and he doesn't realize, you've seen it, how heartbreaking those broken promises could be, especially to a little girl. Make sure he keeps his promises to her. She says, yes, all words, no action. Broken promises are one of the biggest forms of abuse, Audrey. Don't let him just, if you have to, put him in a, I don't know, a chokehold and make him keep his promises. Don't go to jail. Don't go to jail, but make him keep those promises because it means something to her. All right. I hope that helped. It's like, seriously, you guys, a broken promise here or there, sometimes stuff happens. Sometimes stuff happens. You can't just say, oh, you're abusing me. But when it happens all the time, that's a form of inconsideration. And abuse is inconsideration. Audrey says, thank you. And there are so many times where you don't even realize how cruel people are being to you because they're doing it so softly. It's only when somebody's loud and squeaky about it that we notice it. But sometimes the worst abuse happens without you even knowing it until 10 years later, you look back and say, where did I go? What happened to me? And you're just gone. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. All right. Who do we have next? Shakti! Hi, Shakti. She says, Miss Squirrel, do you feel I'm accurate about having a past life as K? Please and thank you. Anything else you see about this is appreciated. So a past life as K. Kind of curious. Do you have any flashback memories that don't belong to you that make you feel that it could be K? Because I know sometimes with past lives, there are memories that don't belong to us. So let's see. I'm curious about that. So accurate. Oh, please and thank you. Wow. Okay. I do feel that you're accurate because I love this card. I love this card. It's you're looking at something else and it's looking at you, and they are the same thing. They are becoming each other. The bird's becoming the woman, the woman's becoming the bird. You were definitely K. You are still K. Okay? Okay. Wait. Yeah. Um damn it, man. So I do feel that you have an accuracy about that. I feel that Kay's life, though, had some unfinished lessons, and I feel that things have come forward with you. She says, I get more feelings about it and some info. I feel like she died in fire. And Shakti says, wow, there's fire involved. If you're afraid of fire, well, everybody should be afraid of fire, duh. But if you have like a phobia of fire, it comes, I feel like she died in fire, and I feel like she died young. And I do feel like, okay, I'm trying to damn it, man. It's like, I am so sorry, Shakta. Yes, yes, and yes. And holy crap, there's so much that I want to ask you about and tell you about. But I believe we got time for one more question tonight. She said, yes, lately I get phobias about it because you're connecting to her better. Um, I wasn't sure why. You're connecting to her better. So, ooh, yeah, definitely. See if you can find one of those people who can do that past life transgression, and that will help you further moving forward because you are still her and she is you, and you have lessons to learn. So, like, oh my God. Okay, you guys, I'm really excited about that question and the flood of information that's into my head. Um, I do believe we have time for one more question. So we will take that and then I will bid you adieu. All right. Who do we have next? Da-da-da-dum. Okay, Rebecca with the squirrels. I love the squirrel emojis, you guys. And if you haven't already, do me a favor and give me some of them hearts and tap the screen. I just found out about tapping the screen. I'm kind of excited about that. So Rebecca asked, "Hi, squirrel. Hi, sweetie. I asked earlier about going to a retreat for Samhain in Germany this year. Do you see this happening? And thank you." Let's see. That would be exciting. I want to go with you. All right. Oh, ha, ha. Okay. I feel like right now you're really rocky about it. You don't see it happening. She says, "I was wondering if this is the surprise you guys said I needed to save my money for. I'm going there to see my son, but this just came out." I am so glad you said that because check this out. Right now, you don't feel like you can go because money is pretty tight. But this is something you flippin' want. You want it bad, and you're willing to put the work into it to make it happen. Look at that tree. Look at all those coins. Look at all the work she's done to make this happen. Holy cow. And this is you. This is you getting your plane ticket. Look at the wings on that helmet. Even though it's the night of Earth, the night of dang it coins, that's wings and leaves. You are absolutely going. You're like, ha ha, look at this big old coin. I got it. I'm going. And if this don't scream Samhain, this particular high priestess, girl, save that money. Yes, I don't think it's the surprise because I think that's a divine thing that we're not supposed to give you. It's something that's genuinely going to be a surprise, but it is something you definitely need to save for. And while you're there, you're going to get that surprise and you are going to grow. I feel like you're already a high priestess or the high priestess, but you're going to be elevated even higher by what you learned there and what you see there during Samhain. Wow. She said, "Oh my God, squirrel, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for that question." You guys, tonight just flew by. Holy crows. I thank you all for spending time with me. It really, really does do my heart so good spending time with you. And the fact that you want to stay here with me means so much to me. So be sure to catch us tomorrow night at 10 with Journey. No. Tomorrow night at 7 with Destiny K, Divine Love and Light. Then at 10 o'clock with Journey Ryan Live. And then at 11 with Cassidy the Card Slinger. We got a full night just raring and ready to go for you tomorrow. And we will see you there. I love you guys. Mwah! Bye. Bye.